Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
To perform an oil change on your gearbox, you will need to buy a transmission fluid cleaner and a can of Gearbox oil. You can find the recommended parts and products in the video description as well as in the link to know the type of oil and the amount needed. Turn off the ignition, pull up the handbrake, pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. This will allow you to see the gearbox breather, which will allow you to incorporate the transmission fluid cleaner into the used gearbox oil. Open the breather cap. Have a funnel taped to the duct, smaller in diameter than the breather hose, and insert the duct into the hose. Before each oil change, we recommend that you add transmission fluid cleaner to your used oil. This will allow you to deep clean any deposits and fouling in the gearbox in preparation for the oil change. Then add the transmission fluid cleaner. Be patient, as the liquid may take a long time to pass through the small diameter pipe. Once the product has been added, you must not drive your car. Ensure that you change the oil immediately afterwards. Put the breather cap back in place. Start the engine. Let it run idle for 10 to 15 minutes. In order to perform an oil change on the gearbox of your vehicle, you'll need to lift the front of the vehicle to remove the left front wheel and access the drain nut. Unscrew the wheel nuts, lift the front of the car and place it on the axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, racing your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. You can then remove the wheel. Don't forget to slide it under the vehicle. You can then remove the plastic cover, if any, to access the gearbox drain nut. You can now clearly see the gearbox drain nut. Be careful not to confuse the gearbox drain nut with the engine oil drain nut. Using an oil service spanner, unblock the drain nut and finish unscrewing it by hand. Be careful on the last few turns of the screw. The oil may suddenly squirt out. Anticipate this by placing a container underneath to collect the oil. You can learn how to make one by watching another of our videos, How to Make a Collector for Liquids. Let the oil run out for 10 minutes or so.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We would be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.
Replace the drain seal with a new one, then screw the drain nut back in. Start by hand, then finish off using a wrench without being overzealous, of course. It is now time to refill the oil in the gearbox. You have to be very careful and precise when doing this part of the job. On this vehicle, the filler hole is located on the driver's side at the level of the cardan shaft joint in the gearbox. Unscrew the white plastic plug of the gearbox filler hole by turning it counterclockwise. For refilling, reuse the funnel and plastic tube used for adding the transmission fluid cleaner. Insert it all in the filler hole. Add oil intermittently due to the diameter of the tube. The oil level is achieved by overflow. The level is deemed perfect when the oil overflows from the hole. Screw the white plastic cap back on. On this specific vehicle, filling can also be done via the gearbox breather. However, the filling process will take much longer as the diameter of the hole is reduced. In addition, you will need to know the exact amount of the oil, as you cannot rely on the overflow of the filler hole. You can find the exact amount of oil suggested for your specific car model in the description below. Before restarting the engine, remember to fit the breather cap back on. You can now put the wheel back on your vehicle and put it back on the ground. Operation completed.
All parts used in this tutorial are supplied by our trusted partners. These partners also help us create as many video tutorials as possible. Check them out in the description below.